So I'm gonna record this now today. It's not Jackie Robinson Day per se, but I'm gonna save it for Jackie Robinson Day. It's when I'll release this video. As of today, the Mets are getting their asses whooped 10-0 right now. Grand Slam. Carrasco just didn't have it today. And our offense is they're not hitting. It is an ass whooping. I wasn't going to record. I was going to play Call of Duty for a little while. But, I don't know. I just decided to play baseball instead. I decided to record. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to play baseball only. Like I love Call of Duty. I do. But most of my time just gets filled up with baseball. I was thinking about buying the new Resident Evil. Not because it's hype, but because it's remastered and it looks great. The graphics looks great. Hang on. Gotta clear my throat. The game looks great. Resident Evil looks great. Now I want to play it, but I figured I'll just wait a little bit. It's not really a game I want to play. I want to pay $60 for. So usually I just wait on games like that. I should have been playing Horizon Zero Dawn by now. But I don't know why I haven't yet. I played part 1. I haven't played part 2 yet. Anyways, I always do this. I always get sidetracked, but whatever. I get on this and I just want to speak my mind. We're going to learn about Jackie Robinson, even though I already know most of Jackie Robinson's story. I just want to do it. I'm going to save it for Jackie Robinson Day on April 15th. That's when this video will be released. So I'm thinking of the future. Let's go. Jackie Robinson. The beginning and the end.
In many ways, Jackie Roosevelt Robinson was the beginning, but also the end. He was the beginning of change, not only in baseball, but in American society. His breaking of the color barrier also signaled the end of the Negro Leagues. And a lot of people don't know that Jackie Robinson's illustrious professional baseball career began in Kansas City in 1945 with the Kansas City Monarchs. The question that is so commonly posed to me is, was he the best player in the Negro Leagues? And the answer is no. There were other Negro League veterans who were far superior baseball players to Jackie Robinson. And that is not to disparage Jackie Robinson, because he is one of the greatest athletes in American sports history. He was a four-sport star at UCLA. Baseball was his weakest sport, but Jackie Robinson was absolutely the right man to be the first. So he's college educated. He had served in the military. He was disciplined. He would become married to the beautiful Rachel Robinson. He was stable. You see, Jackie had what I like to refer to as the intangible that better prepared him to deal with the immense racial hatred that he would be confronted with, which is part of the reason why he was the chosen one to break Major League Baseball's color barrier.
A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. Teddy, one hit. I hope we get to steal home. No, that'd be dope. One hit, one RBI.
Jackie Robinson steps in for the first time as a member of the Kansas City Monarchs. The pitch. Check swing.
Ooh,
too far.
hit that deep.
Strike one.
The hell was I swinging at?
On a line
Oh,
out
bloop,
towards
bloop,
center.
bloop, 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 bloop. Oh.
Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down. Jackie Robinson.
So now I'm 10-0. I'm gonna
to
record a rain
the
seasons
burden of
game
being the
probably after
first
this stuff.
to cross the Major League Baseball color
We gotta
line.
get this guy home. What's his speed? 40. Oh, he's slow. Let's see what happens. He's...
Into left
On your
center,
horse.
base hit.
Move it.
Around
Go home.
second on his way to
Move it.
third.
Give me my RBI.
Headed for the plate.
Move it.
Cut off, throw to third.
Oh,
The tag
I wasn't paying
down.
attention to
But a
myself.
run does come into
I thought they were gonna throw home. Slow. Jackie looks to impress in Negro Leagues. Let's see. I'm 10-0, and my last two games before I got off last night, I mercy ruled the last two players I played. These guys already had Lou Gehrig and Gunnar Henderson, but their record wasn't so good, so they didn't make World Series. They just did whatever the goals were to get the World Series card.
Base is empty, one away. Down the number
That's
2
all they
hitter,
did.
Jackie Robinson.
And that's how those games went.
And he swings
They
and
kept-
misses at the
They weren't
initial
pitching
offer.
very well. The guys I was facing, they kept throwing the ball down the middle. I was waiting for it. And I kept reading. I kept picking up reads of how they were pitching,
Drive caught.
and like they were getting real predictable. Like I don't know. Like I kept seeing it down the middle. I think the last game, my last game before I went to bed,
You know who finished second?
I might be wrong, but I'm not sure. I think I hit 4 home runs back to back to back. But then instead of the guy quitting, like everybody else was, he was at the end. He was just throwing it down the middle. He was just trying to end it. He wasn't trying to quit. He was just trying to end it.
First, and he's back in there.
And I think he scored 1 or 2 runs.
It
looked like he could hit all right, but he was also swinging at everything. So I just threw balls in the dirt. The minute I know you're gonna swing at every single pitch, I'm just gonna throw it in the dirt.
It 1 and 2.
Good speed on the base.
What's the point of putting it in the strike zone? You're gonna swing at everything.
Very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
What?
Step off, throw to first.
What did an announcer just say? I won't be surprised if the manager puts a hit and run or a run and hit. It's the same thing.
Out towards left center, McDonald on the
I'm
move
gonna
to
mute
his
the
right.
announcers
Makes
soon.
a nice grab at a full
They irritate
sprint,
me again.
and that's the inning.
He said the same thing. Run and hit and run. It's the same shit. I get so irritated. Oh. Don't take me serious, y'all. You guys just don't know me yet. It is irritating though, but you guys don't know
Out to
me.
right.
I'm joking. It's not that
He
serious.
can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around
The more
third,
everyone gets to know me, the more
ball
you
is over his head,
guys will
and
understand
they'll
my
score first.
weird
It's
sense of
1
humor.
zip.
Waste no time there.
These announcers, they don't know what they're saying. I miss Matt Bergersian. I can't say his last name, damn it.
2 out.
Get on base one time.
There's nobody on. Now it's the shortstop.
Matt
Jackie
Bergersian.
Robinson.
I never was able to pronounce his name.
On the ground to the left.
Jackie, move it.
Can't glove it cleanly.
Staring at the
In
play,
time.
man.
Nice job to stay with it to end the inning.
I don't remember. Does a walk count as getting on base? Right? Like it does, right? Or do I get to reach base safely? It don't matter. I gotta get 2 hits.
And it's fouled away.
You know, you hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson.
Oh man, I finished watching the. I remember watching John Wick 1. I swear to God, that's perfect. See what I mean?
Really had
Oh
to
God.
move for that catch. 2 down.
I watched the first John Wick. I always remember the first John Wick, but I didn't remember part 2 and 3. So I sat down and watched 2.
Johnson
2 was
back
great,
to work.
and then I watched part 3, and 3 was fucking fantastic.
That's out to center field.
The first 3 John Wicks are great. I haven't seen part 4
Makes the
yet. I was
grab,
going
pitch,
to,
1 out.
but yeah, life happens. I can't wait to see it. I'm about to bunt.
0-1.
I'm gonna go. I'm a bunt ticket. I'm a cheese this. Got 92 speed. Come on. Would you throw a strike that hit Jackie right in the face?
And here it comes.
Throw a strike, you
That one
fucker.
drifts inside.
Threw 3 balls up.
Liner,
swear
and
if
that
he
should be
catches
extra
this
bases. Around first, digging for 2.
I'm going 3.
Not
3, 3,
stopping,
3.
He's going for 3. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right
All right,
there.
bunt cheese. Let's go.
Beautiful
If I fail it again, it's on me.
Finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the
Let's go,
box.
hustle.
I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched
That's right.
down.
And
Bunt
he's safe
cheese.
at first.
Let's go. Let's go. Jackie and World War II. They put Louis Guillermo on the mound.
Certainly, in my own
I
opinion,
hate that.
Had
Like,
it
don't
not
ever give
been
up.
for
You got
World
one
War
whole
II,
inning. You
I
never.
don't think
I gotta
Jackie
shut up.
Robinson
I always do
gets
this. I'm sorry.
invited to try out for the Monarchs. The Monarchs roster had been decimated by World War II. Buck O'Neill serving in the Navy. Hank Thompson, he's serving in the Army. Monarchs Hall of Fame outfielder Willard Brown is serving in the Army. So if the Monarchs have their full roster intact, Jackie Robinson never gets invited to try out. And how would history have been altered?
It's early in the season. I mean, anything happens in baseball. All you're doing is stacking the stats on the other players. Like, you have one whole inning, game 1 of 2. Yeah, one whole inning. You never know what happens in baseball. The Mets have done it before. They came back on the Phillies after I think the Phillies were up 11-1 or 10-1. And we ended up coming back.
To think about how Jackie
I don't
Robinson
agree with
was
it. It's
taking
whatever.
stands
To me.
against racism well before he ever entered
There's
professional
two-
baseball.
There's two ways
especially
to-
during his
two
time in
sides
the
to it.
military. Gets
You don't waste your
down,
ballpen
base
arms.
hit.
You just move on
So
to
they
the
get a
next
man
day.
aboard with a
Whatever.
one-out single.
I think every game's important. I don't care.
Hammered, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. And a pitch.
I don't know if you guys ever did it, but
Base hit.
I've had-
a good start with a leadoff knock. Throw is cut off, goes to first.
Is he out?
Tries to get back
My
in
Lord.
time, but they got him.
I've had a few times where I won't score to the last inning in this game. You guys ever see that? You get shut down all 8 innings and you're trying your best. You're down 5-0, 6-0, whatever.
One of the most impressive.
But in this game, if you're down 10-0, there's mercy rule. When I've had many games where I came back. What I like about those moments, I don't remember me losing like that. Not yet.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I remember it was like close, like you be up 6-0 and you're calm, and then the last inning comes and the guy hits one home run. You're a little panicky, but you let it go, right? You let it go. It's all right. Like you still got a 5-run lead. It's okay. And then a little bloop here, a little bloop there, and an error. Oh shit! Now you got 3 people on base. Then you gotta lock in. You were calm, cool, collected all game. All game, not sweating. In the last inning, you gotta sweat to try to win. I'm just wondering if anybody else has ever felt like that. It's just those are funny moments. You go, breathe all heavy, sweat it all over.
That ball's carrying. That's down.
I hate moments like that. Like you start hitting the oh shit moment. Like you gotta lock in and pitch. But this fucker think he's coming back. Then you go, I didn't want to use this pitch. I was gonna save him for next game. Like stuff like that. It's just funny. Jackie Stellar season. Stuff like that is hilarious to me.
Jackie Robinson would make his Kansas City Monarch debut on May 6, 1945. He goes 1 for 4 with a run-scoring double and stole a base in the Monarchs' win over the Chicago American Giants. He's often right. He would put together a stellar 1945 season with the Monarchs, one worthy of him being invited to play in the East-West All-Star Game. Of course, by the end of that 1945 season, Jackie had disappeared. He was plucked away by the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I don't know if that has something to do with it. I think the Mets are struggling because they play back-to-back day games. Like I don't know. They played at 1 o'clock in Miami,
First before
and
Jackie
then they went to
played a
Milwaukee, played at 1
single
o'clock
game for the
again.
Monarchs. He actually had a
I don't know if that's
tryout
to
for the
do with it,
major
but
leagues a few
Freddie
weeks
Barota
earlier.
pitched great today. He struggled in the first
Ball
inning, but I
left
guess
side, into the outfield,
that's
base
just
hit.
almost everybody in the
So
league,
then
unless your
one
name is
down,
Garrett
one
Cole. You
away.
strike out 11 people, you know.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to
Got the
first.
game on mute. That
They get
obviously
the
you guys
out
can't
on
hear it, but
Robinson.
I'm still watching it at the same
Play
time
made,
as
that
I'm
ends the
playing.
inning. Line to left.
Nothing going anywhere.
Glass makes the play. One down. Jackie went with Sam Jethro and Marvin Williams, both outstanding hitters, to try out for the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. But really, it was more for show than anything else. The Red Sox ended up not integrating until 1959 with Pumpsy Green.
Max Scherzer's on the mound tomorrow. See if we get some Mad Max action tomorrow. That game won't be till 7:30. Damn it.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Robinson. And that is the inning.
Yeah, maybe.
Mason back to work. This one up and deep and long.
Good enough.
Gone. Jackie sent.
Let me find out Jackie got some pop in his bat with that 58 power. Tough times.
Jackie did not like his time in the Negro Leagues. And it wasn't because he didn't have great respect for the talent that was there in the Negro Leagues. Jackie Robinson hated the fact that he had to play in a Negro League. Jackie's mindset was that if I have the talent, I should be able to play in whatever league is available to me. And Jim Crow did not sit very well with Jackie Robinson. He was Los Angeles. He's California. So he wasn't accustomed to some of the things that the players in the Negro Leagues were having to endure. Long bus rides, going into towns where you weren't sure where you could get something to eat or have a place to stay. So life in the Negro Leagues
fuck all that.
left a bit of a
People were
sour
so
taste
stupid back in the
Jackie
day.
Robinson's mouth.
Sometimes I hate hearing stories like that. Shit makes me so angry. God. I can't believe how ridiculous people were back in the day. So stupid.
And now Jackie Robinson. He's turned into one of the best.
We still had times
shortstops
like that.
in the
I
game.
would get in a lot of fights.
Ripped on a line to center.
I don't know, man.
McDonald makes the catch, and there's two down. Singing the life of a Negro League.
And then you think shit about shit like that, right? A lot of people are ungrateful nowadays because they got to think about what everyone else before us went through. Basically, they fought their asses off to make it the way it is now. There's still issues here and there, but it's not as bad as it was before.
It's 3-0, and he's got a
People are
double.
just stupid still.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way.
I still think
As a hitter,
these uniforms are like
see
pajamas.
those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
On a line, base hit.
Listen, I don't want nobody getting offended with anything I say. I don't care. I'm just speaking my mind. Everybody gets off this. What is it? The Me Too movement bullshit. I don't care. Tired of sensitive people.
And first offering is fouled off.
Not everything I say is to be taken serious. Everyone has
In
opinions.
the
You
air.
don't gotta
out
care for
towards
everyone's opinion.
Left center.
My life is so
Flashes
fucking
the
weird.
leather on the running catch.
That's what I'm doing with this recording stuff. Like, I don't really care what anyone thinks. Some people are gonna like it. Some people don't. Whatever.
You know, most restaurants and hotels wouldn't even allow
So
a
a lot of people in the world.
Finding even a passable
A lot of
place
people
to
gonna like
eat
your
was
stuff. A lot of people
almost
aren't.
every day.
It's just how it
And
goes.
the players felt lucky if they could get a plate of cold cuts.
Like, I don't like certain people.
Swings and misses. And that's
Maybe a lot of
strike
people
one.
actually.
And because of the discrimination,
And then I
in
like some
America,
people.
A lot of Negro
Just how-
Leagues
you know,
players
just how it
preferred
is.
to play the Mexican League. A lot of them were all-time greats like Josh Gibson, Ray Dandridge, and Willie Wells.
I just don't like when someone's a fan of something, automatically like certain people don't want to like you because you like something. Like, what does that matter? I can like whatever I want. The same way you can like whatever the hell you want. People like my content. People don't like my content. It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna try to be the most entertaining, but I don't. You know, let's see what happens. The more the channel grows, the sillier I get. The more people I have attention with, the sooner my camera grows up. The more I can interact with people. I know you guys probably want a camera now, but for now, it's gonna mean I'm gonna remain private until whatever happens. I mean, like if this becomes like a legit, I don't want to make this. I know some people look at this as like a job thing. I'm not gonna do that because then it sucks the fun out of it. Because I'm trying to enjoy the game and also share my content. Because like one of my favorite YouTubers to watch is FaZe Jeff. When his rage compilations, when he just goes crazy, it's just funny.
We see Jackie with the Monarchs here, but a year later, 1946.
When he rages, he's almost always correct. Because you can feel the rage.
With the Montreal Royals,
you feel him on his rage.
He was more than good enough for the competition. Next
little
pitch
bloop.
is popped up. Bates makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. Jackie led the International League with a .349 batting average. He stole 40 bases, and he won the league MVP award.
But the thing is, whenever I grow, the more I grow, I am willing to help people that are trying to grow as well. I'm not gonna be these other people that they're the only ones that can grow. Like as if someone else grows, they lose eyes on their viewers. I hate that, man. I hate people that think like that too. Like as if they didn't have help to grow their channel. You know, like they didn't get a handout basically. In other words, like they did it by themselves. It's just so fucking annoying.
Base hit, center field.
I think maybe the only person I think that did it by themselves for sure, that from YouTubers that I'm subscribed to and that I know is Flight 23 White. From day one, from when I was watching him, I've never seen him. Nobody else mention him or put him on and nothing like that. He basically been doing it himself.
Jackie Robinson leads off.
It's kind of what I'm doing.
Well,
nobody
Jackie
else.
Robinson was a tremendously gifted athlete. He quickly adopted that style of play that was signature of Negro Leagues baseball. Bold, brash, aggressive. And that's what he took with him over to Major League Baseball.
I thought that was Jackie pitcher. Man, I didn't know he pitched.
He was driving Major League pitchers crazy.
I hope we can steal home. I'm telling you.
Stealing bases.
Be a great moment.
Particularly his knack for stealing home. And of course, that was his nod to the Negro Leagues.
Are we gonna steal home? You just mentioned it, yo. I swear. Probably gonna make a steal at base, not steal specifically home. Still one base, but where am I?
Sutton,
yeah,
the
see?
next to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Checks over to first. Back safely.
It's not the same, MLB. It's not the same. Gotta steal home, not second base.
Jackie's
I was
on the
late.
move again.
I was late. I still
And
made it.
Jackie swipes second. What a
I understand the
thrill to see
moment, but
Jackie
it's better if we just go home. Steal home makes it more entertaining. Dodgers debut.
Jackie Robinson walks out on that field on April 15, 1947, and I draw the parallel of Jackie Robinson's breaking of the color barrier to carry.
Did this guy ever say what his name was, by any
we
chance?
saw as
This
a
guy?
nation when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. And for black folks, Jackie Robinson's debut with the Brooklyn Dodgers, he became the first man to walk on the moon. 21 million black folks were counting on him and carrying the weight of an entire race, being thrust into a world where no one wanted you to be there. It was just a thing of beauty. It was electrifying, and it was exciting, and it was truly captivating.
Mets got their asses kicked. Continuing on, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if Flight didn't have help or whatever, but he's doing his thing. You know, I enjoy watching Flight because he's also another funny. I enjoy his rages too. Like it's just so funny to me. He's his own troll too.
In baseball
it's
history,
funny.
Jackie Robinson's first at bat as a Brooklyn Dodger.
I swear, I feel like sometimes he'll troll himself.
And that one is lifted in the air. Leonard.
We're in
gets
Dodger
under
blue.
it. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, Jackie's debut for the Dodgers is one of the most significant events of the 20th century, period. It was bigger than sports. It was a turning point.
Who's the best right now? I guess Kai Cenat, I guess, on Twitch. I enjoy watching Kai. But how many little children, or like 11, 10-year-olds basically, are watching him?
Chris, for you, what does
So
Jackie
I'm watching
Robinson represent?
As an adult, I'm
Look, I
watching
would
Flight,
say
watching Cash
perseverance,
Nasty,
character.
Face Jeff.
I mean, you could go on and on when you look at
Dashie, I like that.
Dashie's
Dashie's fun to watch. He's so funny. The Dashie's
the human being
funny.
that he was.
Playing third
Love
in
watching
there.
Dashie.
And it's second and
Dashie's
third
actually
one
the
away.
like. To be honest, he's one of the ones that's motivated me to do this YouTube stuff. Need to succeed or attempt the YouTube stuff. I just love watching him.
We were counting on Jackie to succeed
A goal of mine
because his
to one day meet
success
him.
was seen
We'll see if that
as
happens or not. I'm saying it
advancement
today to see what
for
happens
a race
later.
of people who had been belittled for so long. That is an enormous amount of pressure for any one man to have to bear. In a game that is predicated on failure, he can't fail. Who knows how long it would have been before another black man would have gotten the opportunity to play in the major leagues. Somehow, Jackie Robinson summoned the will to perform at an incredible level. He earns the very first Rookie of the Year award, and he did so carrying the weight of an entire race of people on his shoulders.
What does he mean, the first Rookie of the Year award? Like the first black man to get it, or legitly the first rookie? Talking about like 1947, it was the first time they did Rookie of the Year awards. I need to look into that. That's what I'm confused about. I don't know. And he specifically say like it's legitly the first Rookie of the Year award.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Jackie Robinson. This guy has turned into a beast.
Says the same thing about everyone. That same exact line says it about everybody.
Now
This
fly
guy
ball
turned
to right
into a
center.
beast. Said that about Hilton Smith. He said that
And no one
about
can
Don
get there.
Foster.
It falls in.
Oh, I'm going home. I'm
Still
going home.
chasing
Oh, I'm
it
going
as he
home.
rounds second.
Oh, it's over. I'm
Here
going home.
comes Jackie flying
Oh, I'm going
around
home.
third.
Let's go inside the
That
Parker.
is
Let's
home.
go.
He makes it safely for an inside the park home run.
Polo grounds.
Walsh back to work. And that one fouled off. If Jackie hadn't been as great as he was on the field, it could have set back the cause by years. But he was so good that he won the first ever Rookie of the Year award.
Okay,
while
there we go.
leading
First
the
ever.
National League in stolen bases.
Okay.
Fittingly enough, now the Rookie of the Year award is named after Jackie Robinson.
Is it really?
Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
I didn't know that. It's an interesting fact, actually.
Swing and a line drive base
I've
hit
always
out of
thought
the
Rookie of the
center
Year was a
field.
thing, like, all the
throw
time.
in, the run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Some moments are real easy, some are a little difficult than others. In that case, that was pretty easy. I'm guessing this is it, the Civil Rights Movement. Nah, stay quiet.
Here at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, we make the bold assertion that Jackie Robinson's breaking of the color barrier wasn't just a part of the Civil Rights Movement. It was the beginning. This is 1947. This is before Brown versus the Board of Education. This is before Rosa Parks' refusal to move to the back of the bus. As my dear friend, the late great Buck O'Neill would so eloquently say, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was merely a sophomore at Morehouse College when Robinson signs his contract to play in the Brooklyn Dodgers organization. President Harry S. Truman would not integrate the armed forces until a year after Jackie. So for all intents and purposes, this is what started the ball of social progress rolling in our country. So for those of you who subscribe to the belief that one person cannot invoke change, you need to look no further than one Jackie Robinson.
Fans, opposing players, he talked about all the people who are going to be anti. He said we're going to have some people on our side, but we really are not going to have very many allies. We're going to have to do this thing simply by the box score.
Jackie Robinson. That picture looks nothing like him. I'm pretty sure most of us knows this story. Alright, guys. That is enough me of ranting and all this other random shit I was saying. I will talk more in another video. Alright, y'all.